You ever had one of those weekends where you're just trying to live your life, breathe in the fresh country air, and suddenly you're knee-deep in drama that makes reality TV look tame? Yeah, that was me not too long ago. And let me tell you, if you ever see a lady with a clipboard and sunglasses strutting up your driveway like she owns the zip code, just go inside and lock the door because nothing good comes from that, trust me. So here's how it all went down. My name's David Sullivan. I'm 40, former Marine, and after 20 years dodging bullets for Uncle Sam, I finally bought myself a slice of peace in Pine Valley Ranch, thinking maybe now I could fish in my boxers without judgment, maybe fall asleep in a lawn chair with a beer balanced on my chest, and no HOA breathing down my neck. 5 acres, no restrictions, neighbors so far off you could light a bonfire and nobody'd even notice paradise, or so I thought, until Patricia Garrison moved in 2 lots over and declared herself president of an HOA that didn't exist. You know, the type house, so beige it's practically camouflage yard, plastered with no trespassing signs, no parking authorized, grass height zone, like she's expecting an invasion of unruly dandelions or something. The kicker. 5 years back, she tried to start an HOA, but everyone voted no unanimously. Didn't stop her, though. Patricia just printed up fake letterhead Pine Valley Property Standards Authority and started slipping courtesy compliance notices in people's mailboxes. Most of us just laughed it off, but deep down we all knew she was trouble looking for a place to happen. Now, my buddies and I, 7 ex-Marines, hadn't seen each other in ages, so I figured why not host a reunion weekend? Steak fishing stories that get better with every telling. Friday afternoon rolls around, first RV swings in, then another, Jake, Tommy, Carlos, Frank, Ray, Mike, all pulling in, setting up tents, cranking up the grill, and within an hour, the whole property smells like freedom beef and cheap beer. And right on cue, who comes power walking up my driveway, clipboard clutched like it's the nuclear codes, Patricia pressed khakis, fake badge sunglasses that probably cost more than my truck payment. "Excuse me," she says, voice like ice water down your back. "I'm Patricia Garrison, president of the Pine Valley Property Standards Authority. Your activities are in violation of several guidelines." I glance at the guys, trying not to laugh. "Ma'am, there's no HOA here." She's already thrusting a paper at me. Code 44B, unauthorized camouflage display. Code 17A, excessive lawn recreation. I mean, she literally invented infractions and printed them out like she's running her own little country. Jake rocking an apron that says grill sergeant can barely keep a straight face. Tactical cooking equipment lady, it's a Weber. But Patricia's not amused. She's convinced we're running some kind of militia training camp, and that's when I knew we were in for a ride. Day 2, sun barely up. I catch Patricia on her rooftop with binoculars scribbling notes every time one of us sneezes. Carlos, doing push-ups by the lake, gets his photo snapped like he's on America's Most Wanted. By noon, she's calling Animal Control to report a feral meat smoker. Poor guy from Animal Control rolls up, takes one look at us, shakes his head. Don't mind Patricia. Last month, she called in a suspicious squirrel convention. Then he tips his hat and leaves, probably to go deal with a rogue possum. By day 3, she's gone full commando, shows up at the lake in waders and a megaphone screeching, "Attention unauthorized recreators, non-permitted aquatic activities. Cease and desist." Ray's trying to fish, just stares at her, "Lady, it's a lake, people fish in lakes." But Patricia's not backing down, wades right, entangles herself in Mike's fishing line, drops the megaphone and face plants into the water with a splash that probably registered on the Richter scale. Of course, we help her out. Marines look out for everybody, even wannabe HOA presidents. But now she's dripping furious, pointing at me like I started World War III. This means war. You think that was the peak? Oh, buckle up! Day 4, sun's not even up. And Patricia's marching up the driveway in what looks like a security guard uniform she ordered online, plastic badge, utility belt with pepper spray zip ties, a label maker, and for all I know, a glitter pin for official business. David Sullivan, she shrieks, your unauthorized gathering ends. Now I have documented 73 violations. I'm standing there in pajamas with my coffee, just staring at her. Patricia, these rules are made up, you know that, right? There's no HOA, you have no authority. She goes purple like full eggplant, then yells, I'm calling 911. You're running a paramilitary compound, and before I can stop her, she's actually dialing ranting about military-grade grills and tactical spatulas. What she doesn't realize, Ray, who's standing 3 feet away in his reunion t-shirt, actually works as a county dispatcher. He gets the call. Ray looks at his phone, then her, then back at us, grinning like a fox. Excuse me a sec, he says, walks off, answers in his best 911 voice. 911, what's your emergency? And proceeds to play along as Patricia describes the threatening behavior, demanding to know about the tactical spatula. Ray, barely holding it together, asks for a description, then tells her to stay calm while help is on the way. 5 minutes later, instead of cops, we get something better. A convoy of jeeps comes roaring over the hill, flags waving, horns blaring, half the off-duty Marine community answering Ray's group text. Guys in unit shirts, cargo shorts, one dude in a dress blue jacket, coolers full of beer, like a backyard D-Day reenactment. Heard you had a Patricia problem, Big Jim shouts. Can't let that stand, not with barbecue at stake. Hot. Now, Patricia's outnumbered 20-1, and she's looking around like she's landed in the middle of a military parade. 10 minutes later, Deputy Holland, who, fun twist, turns out to be a Navy vet, pulls up surveying the scene with a smirk. Patricia's in full meltdown, waving her authority manual, which is basically a binder stuffed with Facebook printouts, magazine clippings, and fake bylaws. Deputy flips through it deadpan, ma'am, this is a Pinterest board, not a legal document. She's sputtering, trying to explain, but it just gets worse. He warns her about trespassing, about misusing 911, starts writing up citations right there. She accuses us of weaponized patriotism and aquatic terrorism. I mean, at this point, even my dog looks embarrassed for her. And because the internet's forever, Frank never wanted to miss an opportunity. Post the whole thing to the Pine Valley community page. Patricia's meltdown goes viral overnight. Someone makes memes. Shirts start popping up at the VFW Tactical Spatula Survivor, aggressively patriotic. We sell a bunch, donate the money to a veterans barbecue charity. Patricia, she spots someone wearing the shirt in the grocery store, leaves her cart and bolts for the exit. Court hearings the following week. Patricia wheels in a suitcase of evidence, blurry grill photos, audio clips of country music, a PowerPoint about unauthorized meat smoking. Judge, former Army JAG, isn't buying it. Ms. Garrison, you impersonated an HOA official, harassed veterans, and misused emergency services. Pay Mr. Sullivan's legal fees, attend civics class, and serve 40 hours of community service. $5,000 fine plus court costs. Her jaw hits the floor. And right there, with the whole town watching, the judge gives her a warning. If you come back here harassing your neighbors, the next fine will be a whole lot steeper. She's standing there frozen, the bailiff's leading her out, and I gotta admit, I almost felt bad almost. So that's how a backyard barbecue turned into the Great Pine Valley Grill War, and how a tactical spatula became a legend. Funny thing is, the real victory wasn't the court ruling or the viral shirts. It was seeing our little community stand up for common sense, for a weekend of laughter and friendship, for the right to grill a steak without getting slapped with a fake code violation. But hey, maybe you've been there. Maybe you've had your own Patricia show up with a clipboard and a badge that's not worth the plastic it's stamped on. So what do you think, was justice served, or did we just poke the bear for another round? Let me know down in the comments, because out here, community isn't built by fear. It's built by standing up together, one spatula at a time.